everyone, welcome to the channel or welcome back. Either way, it's great to have you here. So for today's video, it's going to be awesome because this is probably the most eco-friendly, sustainable sneaker that I have in my collection. And to be honest with you, I wish more sneakers were like that in terms of being more sustainable, being more vegan friendly, and being more eco-friendly. So it's already sticking out, but let's bring these out. Man, this feels so good. And it's crazy because this box itself is also recycled material. It even stays right over here. This packaging is made from 100% recycled materials. That is insane because this is probably the best New Balance box that I have. It feels amazing, and I know it's just a box, but it does really go a long way. And I just love the pink accents they have, and of course the Visions branding. That is Jaden Smith, really kind of taking from his Sire album and his music. And I like the whole flip. It's like, do you see it? New Balance. And just overall really nice. Like, you already see the recycling packaging as well, right? And they have the icons, the pink accents. It's really clean, really nice. And something that's really interesting as well is that if you look at the description tag, you see it here, right? It kind of says like MSBRCJSN. I have no idea what that means. Maybe that's a product code, I'm not too sure. But it also says lifestyle because this is a lifestyle sneaker. But why I really want to bring this out is because this is interesting, because I think this is something that's with the New Balance that's always going to be consistent, because I'll actually show you the other boxes that I have that will be in future videos. As you can see here, right, like all the description tags, there are a bunch of numbers, but they're all different kind of sneakers, whether it's skateboarding, basketball, or in this one, lifestyle. So it's really interesting the way that New Balance does it. I think it's like something that's signature to them, so it's really interesting. But let's get back into the sneaker itself. Alright, so enough about the box itself. Let's see what's inside. So this is really nice, man. Like the packaging paper, the tissue paper, once again the Visions branding. And this is actually kind of interesting because people don't know, there was recently, like Jaden Smith, New Balance, they were kind of sued for $2 million. I say kind of smooth because I believe it's just New Balance that is getting sued, and it's because there's another brand, like some streetwear brand, that says that Vision is a trademark of them, which I kind of find hard to believe because it's the word vision. But we'll see how that plays. Let me know your thoughts on that. But I hope they don't win, because these are amazing collaboration. I love the whole vision concept, but I also like the way that they're actually executing this sneaker. But yeah, like this box is actually premium just looking inside. But as you can see here, right, the Visions tissue paper, and then you gotta open it, and here we go. That's just one sneaker, and my god, like this is insane, because it's like it's so chunky, right? It's so thick. And the fact that it's vegan, and I will actually get into more details about the materials and why it's so important, but this is just a one sneaker on the one foot. So the left and the right sneaker are out of the box, and as you can tell, these two sneakers are not the same. And frankly, none of the sneakers that you'll see for this particular colorway, which is the surplus of this Vision Racer, won't be the same. And the reason why is actually on this tag, and I'll actually read it out because this is really dope. I actually want to kind of keep the tag on the sneaker, but we'll see. Nonetheless, it says the upper of the shoe contains 76% surplus material, 16% recycled polyester, and 8% virgin materials. The sole of this shoe contains 5% recycled EVA scrap. That is really impressive, and I really like the fact that they're actually making sure that the consumer is educated about that as well. So that's a really nice touch, and man, like so much great details and so much dope stuff that's going on here. So just a quick history behind this sneaker, and just kind of the whole collaboration itself. The fact of the matter is that Jaden Smith has been signed to New Balance for a couple years now. I think it was maybe 2 years ago when Colin Kaepernick was announced that he was going to be having a partnership with Nike. Someone asked Jaden Smith if he's going to wear some of his stuff, and he said, no, I'm signed to New Balance, but that's dope. And that's really interesting because a lot of people, including myself, didn't know that he was actually signed until he said that. And fast forward to today, he's actually releasing his own signature sneakers, which is great because you see a lot of musicians, you see a lot of different artists having their own sneakers, and how influential that really is. And the fact of the matter is that Jaden Smith is very influential, not just to his own like age group or demographic, but for a lot of people. It's because he's very much passionate about giving back to the community, being eco-friendly, sustainable, and you can tell that for this sneaker, the fact that it's his own signature sneaker and New Balance is committed to do that, that just goes to show you how dope that is. And this shoe definitely encompasses those morals and beliefs. Something you should also know is that this is actually kind of like a hybrid sneaker. The reason why is because obviously there's like a very bold design and it's very fashion forward, especially with this crazy midsole, but it's actually a combination from the X Racer and the New Balance 1700, which is said to believe Jaden's favorite heritage model. So that's really interesting that they took these two silhouettes and combined them, and then finally came to this final design. Throughout this whole sneaker, it kind of screams Jaden, you know, like kind of being bold, distinctive, doing what he wants, and trying to push people to be more progressive, right, and more understanding. So I think that's really dope. I love the different materials on here, but I love the equal amount of branding. So it's very much a New Balance sneaker and a Jaden Smith sneaker, and that's what I really like, because sometimes collaborations lack that, right, that equal amount of collaboration being represented. What I really like is like the mesh over here in the toe area. It feels great, right? And I think this is a nice touch because it's all throughout the upper. You see like a leather panel over here, and once again different colors, and then you also see like almost like a weird kind of leather rubber material, and of course this EVA midsole is just insane, but once again recycled materials, and that's dope. You have a translucent outsole, and of course underneath is the Vision branding, so that's really dope. And then of course the New Balance kind of branding as well, and you see it over here in this kind of like heel tab, and it's very it feels really different because it kind of feels like a felt type of material, and also here on the outsole, and of course the classic New Balance and signature logo. Although these two sneakers are very different in terms of colors, they're kind of built the same, right? So you have the different leather panels, you have the mesh upper, and then of course you also see here like the different New Balance branding, and on the outsole, like this is actually the same, which is like the Visions branding underneath the translucent outsole. And the caption on this feels really good. It's something that you can probably wear for everyday use. I really like the tongue because I like this whole kind of design going on. It reminds me a bit of the Kawhi signature sneaker, but you know, I just definitely love the way that it also goes, and when you pull it out, it says Vision Racer. It's so futuristic and so, you know, kind of youthful as well, which I really like. And then once you actually go inside, right, and you look inside the sneaker, of course, like I said, chiplifestyle.com, link in the description, that'll have more of the detailed pictures, but it says we run the city in these Vision laces. So really cool, really interesting. I love the soft liner and the insole that they have. It feels really nice, and overall, like, I think the way that they executed the sneaker is really clean, really nice. In terms of sizing, what I recommend is going true to size, 100%. I think that's the best option you can do. I don't recommend playing around with it. Maybe you can get away with it with the lacing and everything like that, but please go true to size if you are interested, because that is the best fit. These are super comfortable, and you know, that's just like from, you know, just like an initial walk and try. But I'm curious to see, like, as I kind of walk in these for a couple more days, how they're gonna actually feel, because for me, these immediately had a great comfort, and that's something that I really like, especially with lifestyle sneakers like this one. So definitely go with that. And to be honest with you, in terms of purchasing, I was kind of surprised that I actually was able to cop this pretty easy. I copped this at footlocker.ca, got it within 24 hours shipped, which is also insane. But really, the fact of the matter is that I remember that these were dropping at 10 a.m. I think I probably copped it like maybe a couple minutes or an hour later, and I was actually able to secure my pair and my size, which is something that I did not expect when it comes to this sneaker, because when it comes to the prior drops, the other two colorways, they were immediately sold out. And I think this is something that New Balance is actually maybe trying to do intentionally, to actually offer more available sizing and options for people to actually purchase. When it comes to something amazing like this, especially something so sustainable, right, and eco-friendly, I think this is something that a lot of people should have access to. The closest thing that I had to a more sustainable sneaker was probably the Sean Wotherspoon Air Max 197, and for me, like, that was really hard to get, of course. But what I would say is that, like, that just goes to show you that not a lot of sneaker brands are offering silhouettes that are vegan friendly, that are using sustainable materials. I think this is a good way to kind of do that, because these look insane. These are very fashion forward. I love the detailing. You even see like the piping line here that says Visions, like if you actually zoom in, like that's really cool, right? And I love the way that they just kind of built the sneaker, and I hope this does well, because, you know, I think Jaden Smith, you know, does good music for sure, but also does really good work as well outside of it. And this sneaker is a great sneaker to have. And if you don't want this crazy mix and match feel like I would, then definitely, like, check out the other sneakers. There's a pretty toned down version with the white and blue. There's also the sunflower if you want something bright and yellow, and of course the original pair, which is like a bright, maybe like a lavender blue kind of thing. So definitely something to do. And I think there's going to be more sneakers, even though they are handling that lawsuit. I don't think you know, that should be an issue, and I hope not, because this is something that more people should be getting into. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, on the blog post on chiplifestyle.com, it's going to be even more details, more history, and of course as well, like the link to purchase. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys have all that. And if you do like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support goes a long way. You have no idea how much it means to me when you guys comment and like and actually share my stuff and support it. So until the next video, peace.